How's it going, guys? My name is Ronnie, and welcome to a video that I have been wanting to make for a very long time, ever since I made the joke at the very start of the Evil Within Let's Play. I have the two babes on the team. Actually, you can be babe one. I'm not sure about you yet. As you can see, I have the first tier list. This is not the only one. This is the first. I have the first tier list here set up, and I have all these images of every single character. I'll list those off in a second, and we'll begin on the first tier list. But I did make some rules for myself, and these rules will help keep things regulated and fair for every single character. And it should also explain any absences in characters you might see here. So my first rule was only humanoid characters were allowed. Yes, I do have monsters on here like Noin, Zane, the Sadist, Shade, Keeper, but as you can see, I don't have things like the Shigyo or the Sentinel or the Amalgam Alpha. I don't have things like that because they don't resemble people. Plus, I also just really didn't want to put the Sentinel on the list. I would have felt very weird doing that. So there are 21 characters here in total. The second rule I had for myself is no D-list characters, which means that there were no haunted. I'm really sorry if you guys saw a haunted in the town as I was running by in chapter 3 and you're like, hot. So yeah, there's none of the haunted, none of the cadavers, none of the babies, any of those. None of those. Rule number 3, I am going by the characteristics of the character. I am not going by their actions. Take Julie Kidman, for example. She is a hero, she is brave, she's courageous, and she tries to save people. If I was counting actions, she would be at the bottom of the list because she shot and killed Joseph. Rule number 4, no variants of the same character. In my eyes, the sadist with the chainsaw and the sadist with the RPG are the same character. If I was counting variants, then I would have haunted Joseph on here. I would have haunted Connolly. I would have the RPG sadist. And I know the Executioner DLC counts them as different people. I do not. So I'm not doing variants, I'm not doing haunted versions, I'm doing the true forms of each character, and I'm doing the base forms of each character. The Julie Doppelganger is an exception because it is a different character. It's an enemy. That being said, let's begin the official, not really official, the Zeronity official babe tier list for the Evil Within 1. Every single character. So as you can see, we have a tier list here set up into 7 different segments, going from Saint to Irredeemable Monster. I'm going to go through each one of these characters, I'm going to place them on the tier list, and I'm going to explain my reasoning. And yes, I am going to be biased here, because it's my channel, it's my tier list, and if you guys have different opinions, make a tier list, send it to me, I'd be happy to see it. So we're going to start with the Administrator. The Administrator obviously is going to go all the way down here. Irredeemable Monster, very first category. This man runs Mobius. Mobius is responsible for Sebastian's daughter getting burned alive and his wife going missing. Mobius is responsible for ripping Ruvik apart. And this man obviously has no problems with that. He has no problems with every monstrous thing that his organization, the organization he runs, has done. So he deserves to be down here in the Irredeemable Monster category. Next up, we have Beatrice Victoriano. Beatrice Victoriano it's a tough one. Because yes, she did lock her son away and forget about him and drove him insane. But she also was kind of losing her mind and didn't really seem like she had a say in it. It kind of seemed like it was all the husband's idea. So I'm going to go ahead and put Beatrice in the misunderstood category. The next one, Oscar Connolly. Oscar Connolly kind of has the energy of like that nerdy kid from high school who is really trying to be friends with the cool kids by like bringing up weird things like murder.
Maybe it's the ghost of that doctor who went schizo and chopped up all those patients.
But weirdness obviously doesn't reflect his character. So he is, not in the haunted form, a good guy. Ruvik's father and the owner of the Victoriano estate. Ernesto is going down right next to the Administrator in the Irredeemable Monsters category. This man, upon seeing that his son has become a DiGiorno pizza-looking boy, decided that he was too rich and too powerful to be seen with a child like that, so he locked him away, drove him insane, which is why I feel that this category fits perfectly. Next, Joseph Oda. Joseph Oda has done nothing wrong, never will do anything wrong, and that is why he is a saint. The Julie Doppelgangers are mindless monsters controlled by the Administrator, which is why they go to the villain category. Julie Kidman, a saint. We simp for her because she is amazing in every way. The Keeper, okay, the Keeper is also a tough one because this is the Keeper, not Pedro Martin from the Executioner DLC. This is the Keeper that Sebastian fought and killed. He is also a mindless monster controlled by Ruvik, which is why he is going to the villain category. Laura Victoriano. She was burned alive because some poor people really didn't like the Victorianos and they didn't know she was in the barn when they burned it. Which is why Laura, which is gonna be kind of a tough thing to explain, is going in the good guy category. Leslie Withers. Leslie Withers is going in the selfish category because I had to chase this guy for hours. Granted, yes, his mind is silly putty, so he didn't really understand what was going on the entire time, but I still don't like him, and it's my list. Marcelo Jimenez, yes, he was using his own patience to make his way in Mobius, and yes, that was incredibly selfish of him, but setting off the beacon that brought in Sebastian, Julie, and Kidman into STEM in order to fight what he did obviously shows that he saw his mistakes and he wanted to make it better, which is why he is going in the redeemed category. Marta Martin, the daughter of the Keeper in the Executioner DLC. She is going in the good guy category. There's not really anything that shows her characteristics, and yes, she might be a bad person, but we don't know that. But we also never saw her do anything wrong, and she was clearly worth going in for and dying for, so she will remain in the good guy category. Her father, Pedro Martin, a literal saint. He died to protect his daughter, and he faced the horrors that everyone else was subjected to, but he did it voluntarily for his daughter. I love this man. Next is Noin, the twin brother of Zane, but he wears a mask. He is a mindless monster controlled by Ruvik, so he is going in the villain category. His brother, I'm going to go ahead and also put in the villain category because they are pretty much one and the same, but I didn't want to count them as one character. Ruben Victoriano. Not Ruvik, Ruben. Ruben Victoriano is an incredibly misunderstood person. He made a machine to get his life back, a life that was taken from him without his control, and that machine was perverted by Mobius, and it drove him insane when his family outcast him. He is misunderstood. The sadist, he was a murderer before he even got into STEM. He liked killing people. We even found a note in the Executioner DLC that said that he enjoyed what was happening in STEM and that he wanted to stay there and that this place was amazing for him, which is why he is going in the irredeemable monster category. Sebastian Castellanos, a saint. This man faced his daughter burning alive and his wife going missing and still had the willpower to fight off literally everything that Ruvik put against him. The Shade. The Shade is a villain. A mindless monster either controlled by Mobius or Ruvik, I'm not sure. One or the other, but it is a mindless monster and is going in the villain category. Nurse Tatiana. Nurse Tatiana is actively trying to help you. She's offering you upgrades. She's offering you, just things to help you on your way, which is why she's going in the good guy category. Now, Valerio Jimenez. We are not counting the haunted Valerio Jimenez. We are counting the normal one. The one who runs a hospice. The one who tries to help his patients. Who is unselfish like Marcella was. He is going in the good guy category. And that is the heroics list. The next one, which is more memey, and which I think a lot of us, including me, are going to enjoy more, is the beautiful list. Going from literal god all the way down to, oh my god, kill it with fire. This is where we get to toss everything I just said out the window and base people by how they look. The administrator is... I don't know, he's still going and kill it with fire. Beatrice Victoriano. I don't know, she kind of looks like the painting from It. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her in the ugly category. Connolly. Yeah, Connolly. Connolly can go in the decent category. He's a pretty handsome guy. Yeah, he's a pretty handsome man. Ernesto. I don't know. Ernesto has the beard going for him, but he also, I don't know. He has this look about him that kind of looks like a rolled up toothpaste bottle, so I'm gonna go ahead and put him in the 1 week crush category. Joseph Oda. Literal god. Julie Doppelganger. I don't know. The veins kind of makes it look like she has an infection of some kind, so she's gonna go in the beautiful category. Not quite literal god like her counterpart Julie is getting, but alright. The Keeper. Not much to look at here. Yes, he is bulking. Yes, he is strong, and he's, that's safe. Oof. He is going to go inside the 1 week crush category. Laura Victoriano. Laura is... she's cute. Yeah, Laura's gonna go in the good-looking category. Leslie Withers. He's kind of got a whole pale thing going around, but, a lot of, emo 12-year-old girls might be into that, but I am not, so he is going in the 1 week crush category. Marcelo Jimenez looks like he drives a white windowless van, so he is going in the ugly category. Marta Martin. The daughter of the executioner, she could go in the beautiful category. I'm only saying that because I remember her looking better in game than in this picture. This picture really isn't doing her justice. Her father. Ooh, buddy. I think I like you better with the safe. All right. He's going to go in decent. Noin and Zane. They are twins, so once again, they will be paired together. Noin, I don't know. He wears a mask. But you know what? Zane doesn't wear a mask. Zane has the confidence to go out, and you know, confidence is hot. Confidence is powerful. So while Zane is going to get the Zane's going to get the 1 week crush, and Noin is going to get ugly. Now, Ruben Victoriano. I'm going to go with how contrary to the picture I'm using, I'm going to go with how Ruvik looks and not how Ruben looks. Ruvik has the hood. He's also, you know, rich. And I know a lot of people go for rich boys. So Ruben's going to go in the decent category. All right, the sadist. The sadist kind of has the look about him of that one big beefy guy from high school who smells like, you know, liver the entire time in the locker room, and then when you tell him to shower, he pulls out a can of Axe deodorant, sprays it once the wrong way, and then just walks away. So I'm gonna put him in the ugly category. All right, Sebastian Castellanos. God. All right, Shade. The Shade, yes, she doesn't have a face, and yes, she has nothing other than legs, but you know what? Those legs work, so she's getting in the good-looking category. Now, Nurse Tatiana, yes, she is beautiful. Nurse Tatiana, I don't know if she's literal god status like these three, but she is beautiful, so that is what she's going to get. She's going to get the beautiful category. Now, Valerio Jimenez, I don't know. Looking at this guy makes me smile. So he is going in the good looking category. That is the 2 tier list. As you can see, it's not boding well for administrator, but it is boding well for these 3. And that is that. That is the babe tier list. As you can see, we did a list in terms of who they are as characters and who they are as people. And we also did a list in terms of their appearance. Take away from both of these what you will. I know it's not an actual list, like a numbered list, as maybe some of you wanted, but it would be kind of hard to do that considering, like, you know, it's hard to determine whether you're judging them by appearance or character, so I did both. I would say if we needed a winner for these lists, like in terms of who the top babes are, it would be these 3, Joseph, Sebastian, and Kidman. And if you needed someone who's literal trash, who doesn't deserve this planet, and who should probably be burned in a fire, it's gonna be this guy. This man right here. I don't know how you justify any of the things he did. I hate him with all of my guts. That is the list. That is where we are going to leave off the Evil Within 1. Tomorrow we start the Evil Within 2, and maybe that will spark another babe list. I don't know. It's possible, but nothing is set in stone. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. Whatever games I play after the Evil Within 2, I really hope you guys enjoy it, and I cannot wait to do it with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.